What are typical plans in the Caro-Kann related to space? Have you ever wondered how space plays a role in the Caro-Kann defense? This opening is not just about moves, it's a strategic battle for control. In the Caro-Kann defense, space is key for both players. White usually grabs a spatial advantage early by pushing pawns to d4 and e4. This move creates a strong presence in the center of the board. It allows white to control important squares and gives more room for piece movement. On the flip side, black aims to maintain a solid structure while challenging white's space advantage. Black's typical pawn formation, with pawns on c6 and d5, is designed to contest white's center without creating weaknesses. A common strategy for black is to develop the light-squared bishop outside the pawn chain. For instance, moving the bishop to f5 in the classical variation increases black's piece activity. One of black's main goals is to execute pawn breaks like e5 or c5. These moves are essential for contesting white's central pawns. When black plays c5, it directly challenges white's d4 pawn. This can lead to exchanges that relieving some of the spatial pressure. The e5 break is often prepared carefully and strikes at white's center, opening lines for black's pieces. Piece placement is also vital for black. The plan is to position pieces on active squares that support counterplay against white's spatial advantage. For example, a bishop on f5 and knights controlling central squares help black maintain balance. Black often looks for exchanges that simplify the position. Reducing white's spatial advantage can favor black in the endgame, especially with a better pawn structure. Now let's talk about white's plans. In some Caro-Kann structures, white has a queenside pawn majority. This is often supported by a pawn on c3, which helps with spatial control on that side of the board. White may execute minority attacks, pushing fewer pawns against a larger pawn group to create weaknesses in black's position. Overall, the Caro-Kann defense revolves around white's initial spatial advantage in the center and queenside. Black responds with a strong pawn structure, timely pawn breaks, and active piece play to challenge white's control. Both sides must coordinate their plans around controlling key squares and optimizing piece placement. This balance between solidity and counterattack potential makes space-related strategies central to the Caro-Kann.